The boy used his telekinesis to grab a spider. With a flick of his hand, the spider instantly disintegrated. He threw a tennis ball with all his might, but it stopped in mid-air. Overusing his powers, blood started dripping from his nose, but he just wiped it away, eyes full of excitement from his newfound abilities, not caring about the nosebleed. Andy used to be a bullied kid, his mother seriously ill, and his alcoholic father often beating him. Photography became his only escape. His cousin, worried about him becoming more isolated, took him to a party where Andy met Mike, a guy who loved adventures. The three of them, led by Mike, went to a mysterious cave. As they got close, creepy sounds made them all flinch. Mike and Andy's cousin jumped into the cave first, and Andy had no choice but to follow. Inside, it was pitch dark, and their calls went unanswered. While groping around, they found a weird glowing rock that made a harsh noise. Mike touched it, and the rock turned red. Then Mike started bleeding from his nose and collapsed. When he woke up, they saw Mike floating in the air. Andy's cousin tried to fly, but failed. Andy, however, had an unusual talent. He focused hard and floated easily into the air. The three of them soared through the clouds, but when a plane flew by, it knocked Mike out, and Andy had to save him. From that moment on, they all discovered they had telekinesis. They had fun with it, stacking blocks with their minds, skipping stones, and playing pranks. They pushed shopping carts around in a store, made a teddy bear scare girls, stirred coffee with spoons, and moved a garbage truck just to mess with a waiter. They even moved a red sports car with their minds, watching the confused owner as they laughed. As their powers grew stronger, they went back to the cave to learn more. But when they got there, the entrance had collapsed, and they realized they were the only ones with these abilities. On the way back home, Andy got mad when a car honked at him. He used his power to throw the car into the water. Mike rushed to help. Andy's cousin got scared and made a rule: no using telekinesis on living things, no using it to vent anger, and no showing it off. Andy didn't like it, but he agreed. At home, Andy couldn't take his dad's abuse anymore and used his powers to fight back. His cousin felt Andy was overdoing it and came to talk to him. But in the heat of the moment, Andy lost control and killed Mike with a lightning bolt. At the funeral, Andy's cousin confronted him, but Andy ignored him and flew off. At school, Andy was mocked by bullies. Angry, he yanked one of their teeth out and showed it off. His cousin scolded him, and they argued. His cousin, knowing he couldn't stop Andy, left, desperate to get money for his mom's treatment. Andy dressed up in a fireman's suit, put on a gas mask, and hurt some thugs, robbing a gas station and causing an explosion that left him badly burned. In the hospital, his dad blamed him for his mother's death. In a fit of rage, Andy lifted his dad and threw him off a building. His cousin rushed to help, but Andy sent his cousin's car crashing into a tower. Trying to talk some sense into Andy, his cousin was knocked out by the car, and the city descended into chaos. Andy, exhausted, fell to the ground, using his powers to deflect police bullets. His cousin, seeing Andy had completely lost control, pretended to pass out before flying away. A year later, Andy's cousin climbed Mount Everest in Andy's place, fulfilling the dream Andy once had.